Happy Hump Day, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me once again for our weekly Wednesday Facebook Live tutorial. So, B Party Rentals just join us on Instagram, and Christine, good to see you on Instagram as well. And if you're joining me on Facebook, make sure that you click on the StreamYard link so I can see your name when you type in any questions or comments. So once again, if you're joining me for the very first time, my name is May Yo Silvers. I am the owner of M2 Hospitality and also Events for Anyone. M2 Hospitality is our event planning company. We're 10th year in business, still going strong. And for Events for Anyone is where we provide a mentorship program called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur, as you can see for Instagrammers on my t-shirt. And then for Facebook, I will probably have to see it up a little bit, pull up here so you can see, where we provide a mentorship program called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur to help event planners to start and grow their event planning company into a multiple six-figure profit business. So yes, I have been away for quite some time, right? So I was away for 2 weeks in June, and then I came back for 1 week. So I came on live one time, and then I was away last week, and now I'm back. I'm glad to be back. And I know that a lot of you are watching me during your lunchtime, so I'm just going to go straight into the teaching. So don't forget to say hi when you come on. If I don't acknowledge you, not because I don't see you, but I want to be respectful of your time. Okay. So today's topic, I want to talk a little bit about how to turn your desire into reality. And I'm going to use my own example, but I'm going to give you a very simple example that happens daily, especially if you have small children and you can see this happening in real life. So if you're saying hi to me on Facebook, make sure you click on the StreamYard link so I can see your name. So when we want something or we desire something, how do we turn that into a reality? So I'm going to give you a story. Okay, I'm going to give you a story, and this happens to me almost every day. Okay, so if you observe a small child, all right, a small child, and children, they are able to teach us so many life lessons if you pay attention to them and pay attention not just to their action but to their thoughts and how they take action, okay, about how they think and how to express what they want and how do they take action to get to what they want. So give you one perfect example. Imagine there is this small child, and when I ask you to imagine, it's not just an imagination. It actually happens in real life, okay? So imagine there's this small child, and this small child saw a toy, either on TV or on YouTube or where they see their friend. Okay, hi Bumni, thank you for joining me on Facebook. So they saw this toy, okay, either from TV, YouTube, commercial, or from their friends. Okay, one of their friends has it, and they really like that toy. They are obsessed about their toy. So all they can think about is the toy. Okay, it's their toy. So the equation to turn the want, the desire, into a reality, there's a few parts involved. First, you must have that want. You must have that desire. And then you have to think about why you want that thing. Why do you desire that thing? And then once you decide that this is exactly what I want, then you constantly occupy your mind with that thing, with that thought. And then you take action. You take actions that is aligned with you getting to closer or to the reality of having that thing. So I'm going to use, so there's three parts. First, you must have that thought, okay? That one, that desire. Then you take action. And then the action will bring you to the end result. Three parts process. So this child, let's go back to this child. Okay. Hi, Siobhan. Hope you're feeling a little better. Okay. Thank you for joining me. So when you go back to this example of this child, they want this toy so bad, okay? So they kept thinking about this toy in their head. I want this toy. I had so much fun when I was playing with this toy at my friend's house, okay? Or I saw it on TV. Oh my God, there's so many things this toy can do. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to be so happy when I have this toy. This child is so convinced that their life is incomplete if they don't get this toy. This child is so convinced that once they get this toy, life is going to be so much better. This child is so convinced that, just give me 1 minute. I think my dog is up to some mischief. One moment. Real life. Sorry, I'm back. Just make sure that Marshmallow, my dog, is not chewing on some things that he's not supposed to chew. Okay, so this child is so convinced that if I have this toy, life is going to be so much better. I'm going to have a playmate. I don't have to go bother my parents or ask for a play date because I will be so involved in this toy because this toy can do so many things and I will be able to occupy my time with this toy. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to be so happy. He gives himself or herself all these reasons why it's important and they must have this toy, and they will not be happy if they don't have this toy. Life is incomplete. Life is a disaster. It's like they will not be normal if they don't have this toy. They must have this toy. Okay, so all they think about is this toy. They think about this toy, they eat, they sleep, they talk about this toy. The moment they wake up, they talk about this toy. They wake up, they tell you that they dream about this toy. Everywhere they go, they talk about is this toy. They make it known to everybody that they want this toy, right? You get the message? They eat, live, breathe, talk, dream about this toy. They're so convinced that they must have this in order to be complete. So they have a lot of conviction, okay? So they will talk to, so now they already know that they're obsessed about this toy. They kept thinking about it, kept thinking about it, kept talking about it, right? What's the next thing in order to get it? Thinking about it isn't going to help them do anything, right? They know that they need to let everyone who is willing to listen to them to get them this toy, right? So what does this kid do? This kid talks to their father, their mother, their grandparents, their uncles, their aunties, their parents' friends, anyone who is willing to listen to their case, why they need to have this toy. So they take action, okay? When I say they take action, it's not like, Papa, can you buy me this toy? And the Papa said, no, you have a lot of toys already. Okay. Then I go to, Mama, can you buy me this toy? And the mom said, no, you have a lot of toys already. I was like, okay, I'm getting very sad. Okay. Then they go to, Grandpa, can you buy me this toy? Grandpa said, I'm not so sure. You got to go ask your papa. Okay. Go to the grandma, can you buy me this toy? And then grandma said, I'm not so sure. I'll go ask your parents. So he get to push around, right? Then this child is like, okay. Now, if this child is really convinced that I must have this toy, do you think this child will just take no for an answer? Absolutely not. This child is going to do whatever it takes. It's like, we'll be asking, how much money do I have in my piggy bank? Can I take the money out from my piggy bank to go buy this toy? Okay. Can I ask for an advance gift? Right? Can I ask for an advance gift for my birthday? What kind of chores can I do in order to make that money to buy that toy? What do I need to do in order to get this toy? And then you as a parent, grandparents, what do? You'll be like, okay, tell me why you must have this toy. Why is it important for you to have this toy? And then this kid just goes into full mode. I must have this toy because XYZ reason, right? They just go on and on and on and on and on. Now, because of how convicted this child is, okay, that they must have this thing. Otherwise, it's the end of the world. And they will do anything. They will do all their homework. They will do all these chores. They will do whatever you ask them to do. They will be quiet for 5 minutes. Or they will give up 10 of their toys in order to get this toy. They're so convinced. Okay? They give you all this, their word, they give you all these promises, they take action, they really clean up their room, they eat their food, they eat their broccoli, they eat their vegetables, okay? To show that I will do everything I need in order to get that toy. This is what we call inspired action, okay? How many of you can relate to this example? Especially those of you who have children or grandchildren. I can tell you it happens every day in my household. Okay, Mia is very, very good at this. How many of you can relate? So this kid eats, thinks, breathe, talk, live for this toy. And then this kid went into taking inspired action. Okay, went into taking inspired action. They did whatever they could, or they do whatever they can in order to get this toy. What happens? 9 out of 10 times, somebody's going to buckle. Somebody's going to be so touched. And look at this action that this kid is putting out. Okay, the talk, the actions that follow up with that talk, the actions that they say that they will do in order to get that toy, they follow up with actions. And as a grown-up, what do? You'll be like, you know what? This kid make a promise and they carry out their promise. This kid say that they will do what they say they will do in order to get that toy. So I better live up to, I better give them what they ask for because they have show up. They show up for their desire. They show up with inspired action. Somebody's going to buy them that toy. That's why 9 out of 10, the kid always get what they want. Yes or no? Share with me. YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Tell me, true or false? Some of you already said yes, absolutely. Yes or no? Right? This is a perfect example. Many of you on Facebook are Facebook users, so you're not clicking on the StreamYard link, so I can't really see your name. Okay? So how many of you can relate to this? If only we as grown-up, we as business owner, okay, are able to learn from that behavior, learn from the whole process. What do you think is going to happen to our desire? We're going to get the same results. Give you another example, weight loss. At the beginning of the year, okay, and then I'll give you one more example, my personal example. At the beginning of the year, okay, in January, why is there so many gyms membership? Because everybody make, majority of the people make this resolution. I want to lose weight. I want to eat well. I want to exercise, have a healthy body, be healthy, correct? So the first month, right? You make a commitment to yourself. All you think about is, I'm going to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Okay? So the first month, in fact, not just losing weight, whatever new challenge that you have embarked yourself on, you are probably going super gung-ho the first 2 weeks, okay? Or the first month. So you go all in, right? All you could think about is, I want to lose this 5, 10 pounds. I must make sure that I work out, right? You have this goal, this desire that you want. And then you start planning in your head, okay, in order to reach this goal, this desire, what do I need to do? You take inspired action. You eat healthy, you stop eating McDonald's, fried chicken, right? You stop eating junk food, you start to meal prep, you exercise more, correct? So you take inspired action. And then you lose 1 pound. Yay, you lost 2 pounds. Yay, right? The first 2 weeks, the first month, you see great results, correct? Then you get that goal because you have that desire. You're so convinced, you're so convicted that you must lose those weight, that you must become healthy. You must eat clean. So you have those thoughts, and that thoughts consume you. And then what happens when those thoughts consume you? All you can think about is that thing. So you do whatever it takes. Okay, you will take the time to meal prep. You will have the discipline to not eat a lot. You portion control, right? You'll be very mindful when you're ordering food from the menu. So you're so aware because that thought is at the forefront of your mind because there's something that you really want. So you take inspired action. And then because you take inspired action, a lot of times you will achieve your goal. Perfect example, correct? Personal life, I use weight loss. Now, let's talk about my own example, okay? My desire, okay? Talk about my personal desire, then talk about my business desire. So, I have this desire. I put on my desire list August 23rd, 2021. I said to myself that I am going to take a business class seats to fly back to Singapore. Not a business class seat to fly within United States, okay? That's nothing, okay? Even though it costs more than economy seats, but it's still nothing for me. I said that I'm going to pay for a business class seat for myself and Mia to fly back to Singapore. We are talking about a 24 hours flight. So the economy seat is probably like $1,600. The business class seat is 5,000. Okay, close to 6,000. So normally when we fly back to Singapore in the past, I would have only paid probably $3,000 for my seat and her seat. But this time around, I paid $10,000. Okay, so August 2021, I put on my desire list. Okay, people say the vision board. I don't make a vision board. I have a list. On my desire list, I said that I want to fly back to Singapore. I didn't put a time frame. I did not put a time frame, but I know internally I want to do it in 2022. So I say I'm going to get over my money mindset, my relationship with money, and I'm going to work hard so that I can get a business class seat to fly from here, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, to Singapore. A 24 hours flight, okay, in the business class seat. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I'm going to make it happen. And I'm constantly consumed with that thought because every day, at least every week, I will look at my desire list. What did I put on this list? What did I say I want? I say I want my Louis Vuitton bag. I want my Prada bag. I say that I wanted to be able to go on a Disney cruise. Okay. I said that I want to be able to fly first class within United States or going anywhere. I said I want to be able to fly business class when I go back to Singapore. I say that I want to have a 6-figure launch. All this I put on my desire list. Okay. Tell you what, I achieved it all in 1 year. Why? How did I do that? How did I do that? Because I did not stop myself after I had that thought. How many of you, when you think that this is what I want in my business or in my life, I want to make this much money, I want to go on this trip, okay, but you know it's expensive because you have done your homework, okay, and then you tell yourself, is it even possible? Is it foolish of me to actually think that I can do that? Can I actually do that? Or why do I allow myself to think about that when I know I simply can't afford? Or there's no way I can have this business because I don't even know what I'm doing. How many of you question your own desire? How many of you question your own desire? And you shut yourself down even before you can take action. How many of you? Be honest. Okay? And my strategy is I allow myself to dream. I allow myself to make the crazy desire. I wrote on that list of desire. Okay, don't be so quiet, some of you. Okay, don't be so quiet. How many of you allow yourself to dream and then you short your dream down because you don't know how you can do that? You can't see the plan. You can't see the plan. You don't have a strategy. You don't have a tactic. So it's like, oh, how am I going to do this? Impossible. So okay, never mind. So let's just go back to your normal life. Okay. For me, I go crazy on my desire list. I just added one more to my desire list, which is to charter a yacht and go for an overnight, like a long haul trip on a private yacht where I can invite my loved ones, have a private chef, have a whole team of stewards to serve us, like below deck. If you guys watch Bravo, like below deck, you've got a luxury yacht and then you go cruise the Mediterranean or whatever. And then you stay on the boat for like 5 days or something like that. And then the chef cooks for you, Just instead of going on a cruise, this is your own little cruise. So I just put that on my desire list. So I go crazy on my desire list about my business, about my personal life. Okay. I allow myself to dream ridiculously. I allow myself to make all these desires that I don't give any restriction or boundaries. Okay. So my very first question is, how big are you allowing yourself to desire? How big are you allowing yourself to dream? How big? So in Mia's room, I bought her a poster since we moved here in 2018, and that she's 4 years old. And I put dream big, little one. She has never read that thing. Until 2 nights ago, she came down to my bed and she snuggled with me. And she said, dream big, little one. And I almost cried. Because now she really understands. The beginning of a beautiful life starts with dreaming big. She has no boundaries. Now she understands what's the difference flying economy and business class. She asked me, she says, Mama, so next time when we fly, we're going to have those beds that you can just lay down flat. And I laughed. I said, well, for long haul flight, yeah. For short haul 1 hour, no point laying down. She says, okay, I like the laying down bed. Okay. She has no boundaries of how big she can dream. Children, they don't have any boundaries. They just dream. They just desire. Why do us adults put boundaries and restriction on our dreams? Why? Do you know that you're only using 10% of your full capacity and your potential? If you really exploit, if you're really exploiting how much potential you have, you can do so much more. But so many of us are afraid to push ourselves. So for me, I put on my desire list. That's the first step. I did not restrict myself. I did not ask myself, how am I going to do that? I didn't ask, is there a plan? Is there a tactic? Is there a strategy? How am I going to do that? And then if you allow yourself to think that way, you will immediately, because you can't see the immediate plan in front of you, being a practical, reasonable person, like most of us, you will say that there's no way I can do this. Financially, I just can't afford, because all you see is your current reality. In order for you to achieve your desire, you have to think crazy. When I say think crazy, basically it means not to look at your current reality, but to truly believe the possibility that you can have it. If you do not have this craziness, I call it craziness, to allow yourself to dream free and believe that you can have it, there's no way you will be able to take inspired action. There's no way the results will come, because all you see is your current reality. All you see is your current bank account, your current bank statement. All you see is your current self. You don't believe there is a higher self. So when I make the desire list, right? When I make the desire list in 2021, I didn't ask myself, how am I going to get there? I did not ask myself, how am I going to get there? I just allow myself to dream. And then I'll say, I'll go figure it out. I will figure it out. So I allow myself to be consumed with what I want on that desire list. I look at that and I ask myself every day, why do you want these things on the desire list? I ask myself every week, why do I want this? And sometimes I even test myself by going into let's say a Prada store or a Louis Vuitton store, and I look at those purse and I ask myself, do you have the urge that you want to buy that thing? And I ask myself, 3 days later, are you still thinking about that purse? Because if I'm still thinking about it, that means the desire is there. It's not a passing desire. So that's what I did. I question myself every single time when I look at the desire list. What I wrote, is this really what I want? Or is it because the society says that I want, or because of peer pressure? I ask myself that question. Because if your conviction of your desire is not there, there's no way you're going to take inspired action. That child, the conviction of the desire to want to have the child is so strong. Okay? The desire to want to have that toy is so strong. That's why they take inspired action. They start talking to everybody. So my desire list was so strong. What did I do? I look at my business. Where am I? I look at different ways to make money. All the different ways to make money. What do I need to do in order to grow my business so that I have this discretionary income to spend without jeopardizing into the financial responsibility of savings, putting money aside for investments, paying bills, right? So I look at my business and I look at the financials, and I'm very honest with myself, with my numbers. And then I look at my time. How much time do I have? How much time do I have to work on the business? What kind of sacrifice am I willing to make in order to spend more time in sales generating, money generating activities? That's exactly what I did. And I lay out a plan. And I follow that plan to the T. And I do not allow myself to waver. Okay? And every time I make money, I put aside the money. I put aside the money. I put aside the money so that I can purchase that ticket in the first class, in the business class for myself and Mia, so that I can buy that purse. Okay? But if your conviction of your desire is not there, it all starts from there. And if you don't allow yourself to dream, and if you keep telling yourself why you cannot have it, you will not have it. But if you allow yourself to dream and just see what the universe has for you, and you truly believe that you can have it, all you see are possibilities. You do not see anything that's going to stop you. All you see is, what can I do? And when you hit a roadblock, you only see options to get out of that roadblock instead of why this is not going to happen. It's just switching your view. Easier said than done. So I want you to go back to your life experience. Okay? I'm not going to say business experience because a lot of you are new business owners. Go back to your life experience and ask yourself, have you ever made a goal, okay, that you say you want to do something and you actually achieve that goal? I want you to evaluate the whole process. What happened in that whole process that helped you from the moment you set the goal to the moment you achieve your goal? What happened in between? I guarantee you it's the same process. The desire, the belief, the inspired action, the conviction, taking actions, and reality. I guarantee you it's that path. Okay? So this is how I grow my business to where it is today. It still continue to grow. And this is how I achieve all my desires and turn that into reality. Okay? This is as clear as I can explain. But it all starts from the very beginning. And why 99% of the people do not get what they desire is because they dream and then they shoot down their own dream even before they allow themselves to take action. Because they only see the current reality. They do not have the belief that they can have what they say they want. All right. Thank you so much for giving me your time today. I appreciate all of you as usual. Don't forget, next week we start our workshop again, our 5-day Passion to Profit workshop. If your dream is to own your own events business and it has been nagging and nagging and nagging you at the back of your mind, now is the time to take action, inspire action. And our 5-day Passion to Profit workshop is going to give you the tools, the roadmap on how to take inspire action to get closer to your dream to becoming a reality. Okay? If you want to register, make sure you DM your concierge. You don't know who is your concierge, just comment register and we'll have someone to come on to connect with you and we'll get you registered. It's going to be done on Zoom. So make sure that you register to get your workbook and your Zoom link. First day, we talk about what you need to start your business, the legal perspective, how to build your team, system and process. Second day, we talk about marketing, how to market yourself to your ideal client. Third day, we talk about your relationship with money, how it's going to affect you in growing your business financially, in closing sales. Thursday, I will talk about my own personal journey, how I grow both my businesses into 6-figure profit business. And the last day, the 5th day, we talk about pricing. We talk about financials. We're going to go deep into financials, really understanding your numbers, okay? This workshop is going to be a little bit different from the previous workshop because during vacation, I have learned a lot of things and I have a lot more information to share, real life experience. So it's going to be a little bit different. So if you have attended a previous workshop, this workshop will have some more new information, okay? So make sure you register for the workshop and I will see all of you next Monday. Thank you so much for your time. Next Wednesday, we don't have our Wednesday live. I always do not do a Wednesday live when I have a workshop. No point getting you live with me twice a day. So just see me in the workshop. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. I hope today's session is able to inspire you and let you understand the path to achieve your desire and turn that into a reality. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.